Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got your seat for the winter solstice yet, you can do so on the link in the description box below. And your quarter calendar for 2020, a daily tarot card pull, full moon and new moon astrology, and a write-up about that big coming conjunction is all in there. You can get that in the link in the description box below. So with that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So when I went into my intuition this week, what I actually saw was a teacup with a giant cube of sugar in it, and I was like, okay, so and then the giant cube of sugar went into it, and of course the liquid just soaked up and disappeared. And the message for me was like, one spoon will do, like just a spoonful of sugar, all right? You know, yeah, so there is that. And it really is kind of, you know, you can add sweetness to everything in life. You can add more. There's nothing wrong with that. But in the beginning, it's better to use moderation. One spoon will do is the message. If you go straight in with, I think I heard Nico talk about this and I loved it. Don't use a flamethrower you don't use a flamethrower to cook a piece of toast. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever it is this week, don't do it in overkill, because you're just gonna, before you've even started, you'll have ruined it. You'll have ruined either the experience or whatever. And when I saw this teacup with this giant sugar cube, it was kind of to say, you know, it's okay to make things sweeter, but if you put too much in, you can't drink it anyway. It's like if something is bitter to the taste, you think, okay, I'll put a spoonful of sugar in it, or I'll put a spoonful of honey in it. But if you put like half a jar in it, not only are you going to ruin the taste, but you'll ruin the whole experience. So it's like kind of saying to you that through trying to make something better this week, you could swing the gate the other way. So use that wonderful word that we all know, moderation. Whatever it means to you this week, find a way to find a balance or a moderating factor. All right, your destiny card for the week ahead is the strength card. You are all in your own power. I love it. Love it, because the strength card represents the sign of Leo. And as a destiny card, this basically says this week you will be feeling strong. And because you're feeling that, and because you're living in your own energy, you know, we've got the sun in Sagittarius now, which is offering that trine energy to Leo. It could be this week that you're feeling so sort of pepped up that, you know, you're just kind of, you know, bowling through and destroying everything, and it's like, you know, but you could be like a happy jolly destroyer. So this kind of is it. Things are going to be easy for you this week, which means you need to moderate your approach to things, right? Don't be over the top with it. And I know I'm saying this to a Leo. I'm a Leo ascendant, so duh, like I get it. But this week, less really is going to be more. Okay, you've got everything that you need. You are going to be seen. You're going to be on the stage or in the spotlight in some way, shape or form. Even those of you, you know, we've talked about this, you silent dignity Leos, in some way, shape or form, you're going to be seen that. And maybe this week as well, if you haven't seen the weekly general, check it out. Maybe this week you're being asked to do something opposite. Maybe you're being asked to find the courage within you to do something different. All right. But yeah, check it out and see how that speaks to you. So your direction card, right? What does this shape up as? What is it? You got the Magician card. This was the first card out for the weekly general, so I second this. You are going to be very powerful this week. You are going to be very well received. You are going to be seen. You're going to be sought after. You will be on point in many ways, shapes and forms. One spoon will do, right? If you start being overly sickly, overly attentive, sort of overly bravado, or if you do anything over the top this week, it will really damage the experience, probably not just for you as well, but for others. You are communicating with so much power this week. Your words are magic, right? You are really able to get things across, and it's like the slightest pressure this week will have the biggest result. So you don't need to shove. Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone says, oh, you know, crack an egg open, you wouldn't go smash, like, you know, everything goes everywhere. You only need to crack it so that you know, so that it keeps the whole thing nice and smooth, I guess is what I'm trying to say to you. But that Magician card, you're all up in your own power this week. There is some really good things being said about you. There's wonderful opportunities that are shaping up for you, and you have the energy, whatever it is physically. So new diet, new regime, new health regime, new, whether you're going after a personal trainer, anything like that. This week is a fantastic week for you to start this. And so if it is something like that, 1 spoon will do. You don't go in at the beginning of your fitness journey and say, right, I'm going to run 10K on the treadmill. You'll be dead in 3K, and you probably come flying off the end of the treadmill, right? Do yourself an injury. So then you're out for at least another 6, 7, 8 weeks. What is the point in that, right? Less is really going to be... Sorry, I'm just having this thought in my head. I'm seeing myself going flying off the end of a treadmill. Like, oh, there he goes. Sorry, I'm such a dork. All right, your insight card for the week ahead is the Page of Swords. This is all about initiation. This week you are starting something, and you're starting it really, really strong. If you're starting a new job, if you're connecting with new colleagues, this is a very powerful week for you. You'll be able to get your point across with eloquence and power and fun and dynamism. You'll just be really well received, so you don't have to enforce your point. You don't have to shove it or, you know, bam, that's my point and everybody should know it. You don't need to do any of that, because your words will have enough weight behind them on their own. The Page of Swords, beginning of something, an initiation of sorts. Whatever you start this week will have amazing, amazing ripples for you. So use it wisely and use it well. And remember, 1 spoon will do. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.